Hello, my name is Ariana Brown, and I'll be reading my informative speech outline on birth control. The purpose of my speech is to inform the audience about the different types of birth control. There are many forms of birth control, the advantages, the disadvantages, and I am capable of talking about the different types considering I've experienced birth control for the last 6 years. The good, the bad, and the different types of birth control. Besides being used to prevent pregnancy, birth control methods have various other benefits. These include reducing the risk of pregnancy-related mortality and morbidity, as well as treating multiple menstrual disorders. The audience should listen and be more aware of everything before getting on birth control. There are various types of birth control available. Understanding the pros and cons of each method will help you find the right one that's for you. One of the main advantages of hormonal birth control methods is that they are very effective and can be used immediately after sexual activity. They do not require a lot of planning and can be used in advance. However, some of the disadvantages of this type of birth control are it requires taking continuous medication. There are many types of birth control. It is important to note that each method is appropriate for different situations. For instance, an IUD is a type of device that is placed in the uterus by a doctor. Depo-Provera is a type of injection that is a hormone that can prevent pregnancy for 3 months. The implant is placed under the skin of the upper arm. It produces a progestational hormone to stop sperm from reaching the egg. It can also suppress ovulation. The patch is made to use to stop the ovaries from releasing an egg every month. It also helps thicken a fluid around the cervix, which prevents the sperm from entering. The birth control pill works by preventing sperm from joining an egg. When the egg and the sperm reach each other, fertilization occurs. However, if there are no egg from the sperm to fertilize, then pregnancy can't happen. Although some forms of barriers such as sponges, condoms, and diaphragms are not as effective as hormonal methods, they can still help prevent pregnancy. An additional natural family planning can help if you and your partner are careful. You will need to keep records of your sexual activity so you can know when you're fertile. You can also use a barrier method to skip sex if you're feeling fertile. One type of birth control that can help prevent you from pregnancy is sterilization. A man can have a vasectomy while a woman can have her tubes tied. If you're not sure that you want to have children, emergency contraception can be a good alternative. It can be used if you're not using birth control or a condom break. Many women spend a substantial proportion of their lives preventing or planning for pregnancy. At the approximately 87% of U.S. women are using contraception during their lifetime. There are many advantages when it comes to birth control methods. Some advantages of the IUD birth control is that it does not alter the hormonal levels of women. Some users do not experience any changes in their periods. They can use it while breastfeeding. It can additionally help them become more pregnant faster once they have taken the IUD out. One injection, Depo-Provera, is very convenient as it can prevent pregnancy for up to 13 weeks. Its birth control effects start immediately, and most women can get pregnant within the 18 months. The patch is very easy to use. It's small, stays on well, and you must change it weekly. The vaginal ring procedure, it is very easy to use, and it can be worn for 3 weeks. It can also prevent fertility problems 1 month at a time. The birth control pill has advantages like improving the appearance of women's menstrual periods. It can make them more regular and lighter. It can reduce the appearance of acne. While birth control is the most common reason people use the pill, 14% of pill users take it only for other reasons. And more than half of the pill users rely on it at least in part for purposes other than pregnancy prevention. There are plenty of disadvantages on being on birth control. It starts with the pill, which can cause side effects such as increased appetite, headaches, nausea, and rarely blood clots. The patch can cause skin reactions. The vaginal ring increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. The implant insertion can be uncomfortable. The implant, which is a small flexible rod, is placed under the skin of the inner arm. It can cause various side effects. The initial cost of an IUD can be very expensive. Some of the side effects can be caused by this type of device, including mood swings, breast tenderness, and headaches. The side effects of Depo-Provera include the same things. Many women who have used it report that their initial experience with the implant has gradually decreased over time. Ovulation can also not reoccur for a year after the injection. Women above 35 and smokers should use another method of birth control. Those prone to blood clots in the circulatory system and heart disease should not use the pill. Additionally, those struggling with obesity or suffering from repeated migraine headaches are asked to use different birth control options. There are plenty types of birth control, and you should receive all of them before initially getting on one. We have the pill, the implant, IUD, patch, vaginal ring, the Depo shot, and many more. Every birth control method has its advantages and disadvantages. Disadvantages include headache, blood clots, skin reactions, heart attacks, mood swings, and nausea. Advantages could be considered free, easy to use, light cycles, and reductive acne. The main points in my speech have satisfied my central idea due to the information and facts supporting my statements. Each main point has supporting statements for each part and quotes with citations. Does birth control easily mess you up? It's not a right or wrong answer. It really depends on how you take care of yourself.